Well, I'm here in the kitchen slicing up some yellow squash. It's the last of the season for me. And I actually didn't even grow this squash. I bought this at a farm stand. Just trying to support our local farm stands. Okay, let's make some fried squash. And I'm going to show you how I do it. Everybody does it a little different, I guess. I have got my oil in the skillet heating up. And I'm slicing my squash pretty thin. So let's get the last of the squash sliced up. We're going to bread it. And my bowl is not big enough to bread in. I'm going to transfer it to a little bit bigger bowl. All right, let's transfer it over to this bowl so that I can toss it around and get it all coated with my flour. What do you use? Flour or cornmeal? So I'm going to bread my squash with some flour. Now, what do you use? Do you use cornmeal or flour, or have you ever fried squash? So I grew up with it flour, and my husband grew up with it cornmeal. So obviously I'm the one who does the cooking. It's typically breaded with flour. So we're going to go ahead and put flour on it, but let's make sure we salt and pepper it really good first. Okay, I'm just going to salt and pepper, toss that around, and it doesn't take a whole lot of flour. It's about a half a cup. I'm going to use about a half a cup. If I get it in there and it is not enough, I can always go back and get more. And it's just regular all-purpose flour. Actually, I'm not using all-purpose flour. I am using just self-rising flour out of my canister. So I'm going to get a spoon, and let's just toss that around with that salt and pepper. And there's a lot of moisture in squash, so it really holds on to the flour. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that in there and toss it around. You can get your hands in there if you want to, but I'm just going to use my spoon. Toss it around. See, that half a cup did all that squash. You can fry these in your skillet a single layer at a time. Who's got time for that? I like it that way, and I do love to eat it that way. We're going to go over to the skillet, and once again, I'm going to use my electric skillet. I use that a lot. So if you don't have an electric skillet, you really should look into buying one. This one I've had for years. Okay, my skillet's hot, and it's got oil in it already. I'm going to add just a little bit more, and I'm not going to tell you what kind of oil to use. I use olive oil. You can use whatever oil you want. I don't like to use seed oils. I'm trying to get away from that. So I just use olive oil. You use what you like. And I've got my temperature on my electric skillet around 350. Okay, let's get these in here. And I'm not really doing a single layer, but we're not going to crowd it too much. We're not going to just pile it in there since I have so much. So we're going to let that cook, and then we're going to flip it over. It's starting to get brown. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over carefully. So this is ready to take out of the skillet. I'm going to go ahead and just put it on a paper towel to absorb some of the extra oil. And what I'm going to do is fry the rest of the squash, and then I'm going to return all of it back to the skillet to just make sure it's good and warm when we eat. Make sure it's not too high. When you put this fresh squash in there, you don't want it to brown before it's cooked through. Sometimes it can brown too fast, and then you're not done on the inside. Tell me your favorite way to eat squash. This is the only way for me. I've tried all kinds of ways, and I just don't care for it any other way. Squash patties might be good. Might try that one day. So I've got this squash almost done. I'm going to go ahead and return what I fried first back to the skillet just to get it good and warm and crispy again. Just warm it up. We're about ready to eat. So I've turned down the heat just to finish it off. I don't want to burn it. So just barely got it, like 250. But it's almost ready. But I want to give it a taste just to make sure I have enough salt. And I love these crispy parts. So let's give this a taste. So this is squash, just like your grandma would make. Or maybe she makes it now. That tastes like summertime to me. So delicious. And usually squash is the first thing to come in your garden, so we usually get plenty of fried squash. So if you've never fried squash, that's how you do it. That's how I do it.